watched this package from Savannah Hernandez about harm reduction and whether or not it works.
Standing in front of the Texas Harm Reduction Alliance. Now, this is one of the places in Austin that is handing out free needles and free glass pipes to drug users across the city. And to be quite honest with you guys, so many people kept telling me that Austin's homeless and drug crisis was comparable to San Francisco or even Portland, and I thought that was crazy until I started touring some of these homeless encampments, and there were exposed, dirty needles everywhere.
You got a bunch of that sort of drug paraphernalia. I kind of want to clarify, did you go into those facilities and they just gave it to you? Is that what happened?
Yes, that is exactly what happened. They even asked me specifically if I wanted a certain needle size. Typically, I would report on this exact type of thing, and I have reported on it in San Francisco, in Philadelphia, in Seattle, in Portland, but this is even happening in Texas. And like I said in that report, I was truly shocked because I know that our homeless crisis has gotten bad. It's kind of cleaned up right now. Even people were comparing it to a lot of these West Coast cities that have completely degraded, in which you might be walking around at 4 p.m. downtown and you'll see a drug overdose.
Well, you don't look like a drug addict. There was nobody there that said, hey, might look like you have your life together. Maybe you shouldn't ruin it with meth. Just gave it. There was no intervention whatsoever.
Hey, let's get you to a rehab. Let's get you help. Let's get you off drugs. You walk into this area and there are multiple signs encouraging drug use. I mean, they even had signs that were like, even Jesus drank wine. No matter what your use is, it's okay. We accept you. This is a safe space. I've spoken to former addicts themselves who say this is only exacerbating the problem, obviously, because when drug addicts know that they have access to paraphernalia, to drugs, when they know that they're not going to be arrested or face any consequence, it only makes the problem 10 times worse. These programs are always called harm reduction, but I would venture to say that they're causing more harm, because if you go and walk down the public trails in Texas now, Jobob, there are exposed needles everywhere. This is a half-mile away from a church. It attracts a lot of drug users.
You mentioned harm reduction, right? That is the floofy word that I think people just kind of in general, like, oh yeah, I'm for harm reduction. But clearly that's not what it's happening. And the reason they use that language is in order to push stuff that nobody actually would vote